It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Tampa Bay. It's the Cowboys and the Buccaneers on EA Sports.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. This is Tony Pollard. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Prescott now from the 50. Outright completes it to Jarwin. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal. Here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1 is offered an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, let's go. 43. That's right, baby.
Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Brady now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Brady to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got. Remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Now Pollard. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
From the 24. Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Schultz. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Prescott off play action. He'll get this to Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 2nd and 4. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings us 3rd.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Try and run for it with Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 31, Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's brought down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. A handoff to Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again to Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw is Brady. This is Miller, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Fournette.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Brady.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And again, it's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing, Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb.
As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Robinson.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A 68-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Here's Robinson.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Throwing again on second down. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 44 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
2nd and 5.
Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Come on, time to play.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Second and short now following the fumble.
Elliott running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
With an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
For the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over?
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Chauncey Golston.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 44, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Down right around the 25. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here's Robinson.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fournette fighting through. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Neville Gallimore gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Brady. Evans has it left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they're bringing back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8. That one complete to Elliott. And some room to roam now.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards, as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts him back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
And he's going to take this at that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on next-gen stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Brady now on 1st down. Touchdown! Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Carlson on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Come on, man.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard. And we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we've got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down throw for Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons
Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
He stiff arms him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Fournette running right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
pushing it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Now Pollard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Dak. Left side to Lamb.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. A give to Elliott. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They go to Elliott again. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A first down carry by Elliott. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the counter, Elliott. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On second down, it's Elliott. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On third down, Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.